Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the big house has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's a really great play by the defender. We obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time. Now, the coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game. And here you go. The opening drive of the game. Great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it. And a lot of times, because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. This is a designed run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He wants to change this route. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Can't get him to the ground. Blows loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Big noise, big house, trying to rile They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Corners right up. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that second down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll try the right side. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Got the back over the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Just keeps moving. He's loose down the middle. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. And that will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Cutler. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So here comes the Michigan offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Underwood. Going for it all. Touchdown, Wolverines! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fat.
Turning on the Jets. He's at touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Here's Underwood to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires downfield. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He's got it again. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback making checks. Here's a little room there. Attack! Touchdown, Michigan! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Pulls it in. It's Jenkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body.
Maybe some room here. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
In the red area, it's Cutler. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. There is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Just a little off. Incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's go to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Holly, thank you. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. There's some room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. He got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Underwood on the play action. Touchdown, Michigan! Breaks the ground right along the back of the end zone.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to pass, it's Henderson. They're working that left side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So if they need points, they need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. It's Scott. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Wants to throw it again. Finds his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. A pick six. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer, force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into...
Makes a grab and room to run. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Takes a handoff, it's Cutler. Open space at the 25. Lot of room to the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Florida State Seminoles.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Ollie, what's the story as we start this second half?
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. There could be a lot of hype surrounding this Heisman quarterback candidate, but he is not letting that hype get to him and his performance. He has been steady, poised, and consistent. We'll see if the hype can continue to build, but his performance continued to be consistent here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Might be calling a hot route. Underwood. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. The 20. Inside the... all the way. Touchdown tie. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Cutler. Makes a man miss. Still running at the 40. Flying down the right side. 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Roll his way into the end zone. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farmer. Nice move to pick up yardage. Got a little grass. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
To the ground, he's got it again. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Henderson. Lets it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Gonna run it. It's Farmer. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Henderson. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the deep...
Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this tight end after that touchdown continues to have his way for the defense, and there was nobody even around him, close to him in the end zone, David. He just found the zone. He put his hand up. Quarterback, that was easy for him to see, but inexplicably bad coverage on the back end by the defense.
I mean, that was basically routes on air. Wide open. And this guy, it's not like he's a bum. This dude's been cooking you all day, and they left him absolutely wide open. Big-time mistake by the defense and the offense. The QB's like, hey, my man's wide open. He's kind of done some work. I'll throw him the football. Easy 6.
Throwing, Underwood. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Looking for room. It's Cutler. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Trying to run, it's Cutler. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage?
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's a tough thing to do, man. You've already seen him have success. He can run the football. He's got a rushing touchdown. He's got those wheels. So to get to him and not let him break free and not let him evade you, that's a great job by this defense. A lot of time it's a team effort, but he got him on the ground, and he got the sack.
Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. And as we head for the 4th period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here comes the option. Pitch looking for the corner. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Running inside. It's Farmer. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Henderson. Throws to the tight end. With the catch, it's Lindsey. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Finding some room. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the
that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Farmer. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Henderson. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Farmer. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, this is so fun to watch these guys hype up their wide receiver. Every time they come off the field, there is yet another celebration. He has been an incredible downfield target, over 160 yards receiving, and he continues to eat. The quarterback keeps telling him, hey, you're my guy. I'm looking for you every play. They are feeding off of his energy here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The field goal is no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Cutler. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. A lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the
year. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can put in you're talking about.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The run inside. It's Farmer. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the